Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Just Kelly, and for today's video it's gonna be a chica minutes with me. And I just had my dinner, so for now I am currently having my dessert, which is the almond crush, the Pocky. It's one of my favorite, and I'm also having a red wine. So while having this, let me just share to you my dating journey before I met the love of my life. Chismis! Just, yeah, so before I met him, way back when I was 18 years old, or when I was in college, I was in a 5 years relationship with my ex-boyfriend. So I met him when I was 18 years old, and then we broke up during my mid-20s. Is because we were not on the same page anymore. Of course, as growing up, you will realize the things that you want in life. There's time that you want to settle with your career, but there's also a time that you want to have a proper relationship. If you are in a relationship with someone and you've been together for 5 years or so, as a woman, definitely you'll think about the future, right? So you want to get married, this and that, but apparently we are not on the same page, and apparently he cheated on me. So that caused me a lot of trauma way back then. So I was single after that 5 years relationship. I was single for the longest time, which was like more or less 5 years as well. Within that 5 years, I've also experienced dating different guys. Just dating, no hookups, no sexual thing at all. Just basically dating. So, I've experienced dating a Filipino guys from dating app like Tinder, Tantan, whatever, from Facebook. I've experienced that. I've experienced dating a guy that was introduced by my friends, and after the first date or second date it will not work out because we don't have the same vibe, or we don't have the same interest. I'm the type of girl that likes working out. I'm very active physically, and I'm very outgoing as a person. I also like to dress up. I like taking care of myself. I am obsessed with personal growth, this and that. And if the guy that I will date is just basically interested about online games, don't get me wrong, I don't have any issues with the online games. You can earn from that, but that's not just my preference. So anyway, I've also experienced dating guys that are very alcoholic, that are in the club every week. That's not my cup of tea. So as I age, I realize the things that I want in life, and the criteria that I want from the man that I will settle with. Of course, nobody's perfect. Is there any negotiable thing about this? And what are my non-negotiables? So as I age, that's the things that I realized. And most of the guys na na-meet ko before, the Filipino guys, they will always find me too much because I like, in Filipino culture, I've experienced with my ex-boyfriend that I'm not allowed to wear these type of clothes. I'm not allowed to wear shorts. If we are going on a date, and then he will fetch me in my flat way back then, if I'm wearing a sleeveless with a cleavage on, or with the shorts, or if the dress is too short, he will say, okay, you have to change your clothes. We're not going out if you're not gonna change. But this is what I want to wear. This is me. Why would I change myself just because you don't want it? So I've settled for that for the past 5 years. Then I realized it's not the right person for me. I'm just so lucky that I am with a person now who accept and love who I am. I know I'm not perfect, I have flaws, but that's gonna be a different topic. So anyway, I've experienced dating Filipino guys that they said number one, I'm too much, which I think I'm not. There's a lot of girls that are more than me. And then number two, they said, you are too high maintenance. Like, you are expecting your girlfriend, your partner, your fiance, your wife to look pretty, to look nice in your own eyes, but you are not willing to accept the fact that she needs to take care of herself. That's not being high maintenance, in my opinion. This is just my opinion. So I told to myself, maybe it's not the right man for me. Maybe I should try Western man. What triggers me to have a Western man? I remember this when I was in high school. First year or second year high school. We had our family reunion in Quezon City. And I have an aunt. She lives in Canada. She was born there and she lives there. And then they went here to Philippines. And then she went here with her boyfriend way back that time. And her boyfriend looks like a Superman, literally, like his body, his face. I don't know, it in my eyes way back then. He, of course, when you're a kid or when you are in a teenage years, if you see a man, you are so mesmerized. What am I saying? It's a different type of person, right? It's a white man, and he looks so physically fit, and his personality is so funny and everything. And then I said, they look so nice together. My aunt and my uncle, they look so nice together. I said, if I grow up, I want to have the same kind of relationship. They have the best banter at all, so they really jive. And I said, that's really nice because he is not conservative, she is not conservative, and they have a really good bond together. So sabi ko sa sarili ko noon, ay, maybe someday I can have a Western boyfriend. But I didn't ended up with a Western guy, so I ended up with my first long-term relationship ex-boyfriend, which is a Filipino. So, after nung relationship na yun and after trying to date different Filipino guys, medyo nadala na ako. So, I told to myself, I've had enough, okay? Maybe it's about time to try Western guys because I like their features. The face features, the blue eyes, the nice nose, the thin lips, the white complexion, this and that. Imagine, admit it, most of the Filipina wants to have a Western boyfriend, husband, is because they want to have a mixed look of their children, like Filipino and Western look. That's gonna be so amazing. Yeah, so the start of my Western or online dating was few years after I broke up with my ex-boyfriend. So I signed up sa Filipino Cupid. Is my number one dating site, Filipino Cupid. So I signed up there, and then verify ko yung account ko. I submitted an ID, passport, and everything to make sure that it's a valid account. That's what I realized. And then at the same time, I'm also looking for a guys there that are also verified, the accounts that are verified. Hindi yung dummy accounts lang. That is for me to prevent talking to the scammers. So, we'll never know, diba? You have to guard yourself that much. So anyway, the first guy that I was talking way back then, online, let's call him Mr. T because his first name starts with letter T. I don't want to give names. So, Mr. T, we were talking, he was a PE teacher or physical education teacher in the US, in Arizona. So I said, oh, Arizona. I don't like the Arizona state. Just a little bit of background. So I work in a American banking industry for the past 10 years. So I know the states in US. So I said, Arizona, okay. But I still pursue to talk to him because it's not about the place. It's about the person, right? So I don't care where you're from. If you're a nice guy, then if we have a nice bond, sure, I'll give you time. So I was talking to him. And then he said he's always visiting Philippines. And it gives me a hint, oh, you said you're always visiting the Philippines. How come until now you don't have a Filipina partner, right? He said he never had a serious Filipina partner yet. But he's been there in that site for so long, like more than 2 to 3 years already. And I was there for just like a couple of weeks. And then I don't know what happened. I can't remember. So we stopped communicating. And then a few months after, since I was working in an American bank, one time there was this banker told me, oh, can you please sort this bank account? He said that he needs to lift the restriction on his bank account since he is in the Philippines, right? So I said, okay, sure, let me help you. And then I started to talk to the client. So I said, hi sir, this is Kelly, how can I help you? He said, oh, can you just lift the restriction in my account? Absolutely, let me take care of your account, this and that. Alright, so it's already set up. We've already set up a travel alert on your account, and absolutely, you can use this while you're enjoying your vacation in the Philippines. While I was doing the job, I've noticed the name. I said, I don't know if it's the same person or it's just a common name, but he sounds like the same person. Of course, I didn't say it while we were working on his account. I didn't say anything at all until I finished my shift. So after my shift, I received a text message in WhatsApp. He said, was it you? So we haven't been communicating for so long. And then he said, was it you? And I said, what? What do you mean, was it me? I was just talking to a banker a while ago and she said, she's Kelly. So I was thinking if it's you. And then she said, oh yeah, that's me, but I couldn't open up that it's me. It's because it's my personal life. So he said, I'm in the Philippines, okay, let's meet up. So I said, okay, sure, yeah, that's fine, we can meet. So after that, a few nights after my work hours, I meet up with him sa Greenbelt, in a coffee bean sa Greenbelt. So, of course, from that time that we had a banking conversation up to these certain days that we were talking, that we bring back the connections. He was trying to flirt. Yes, I would admit that. We were trying to rebuild the connection, the communication, the rapport, this and that, to see if it's gonna work out. So I just still meet up with him in a coffee shop. You know what turns me off? When I arrived in the coffee shop, okay, we did a catch up, talking this and that. It didn't even last for like an hour. He was like rushing because I said, oh, how are you? What's your plan? And then he said, oh, I have lines or numbers of girls that I will be meeting tonight. And I was like, so you are in the Philippines and you're trying to hunt. I understand that if there's a lot of girls, if you are single, definitely you can do that. But for me, in my opinion, if you want to build a good connection with someone, you really have to give your full attention or commitment. I don't expect him to commit like, oh, will you be my girlfriend? Like that. Not like that. But at least just be official to date. I don't know, but it puts me off. The mere fact that he is meeting different girls every night puts me off. And that's a red flag for me. If he's doing that, it means, like I've mentioned, his story was like he's already been in the Philippines on every year, right? So it only means that that has been his habit, and that's not what I'm looking for. So I stopped communicating with him. And then the second guy, let me just have this before we proceed with the second date. So he's an Englishman. He works in Singapore, but he is originally from United Kingdom, England. And then we had a good communication. No relationship. Just complimenting each other like that. You look pretty, you look handsome. When I'm doing, Filbert is here, trying to get my chocolate. This is not for you, babe. Commercial break. Oh, cool. So this is my boyfriend. Guys, this is my boyfriend. This Frenchy silly dog. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I just want her chocolate. Her chocolate. So let's move forward to our second date, which is Mr. L. Not the L that you think, Filipina girls and Filipino. So Mr. L is from United Kingdom, but he is living in Singapore together with his son. And he got a good relationship or good, let's say, partnership with his ex-wife. They have a good co-parenting setup, which is, I think it's a good, it's a green flag for me if the guy is willing to take care of his children, or if he still have a good co-parenting relationship with the ex-one. It depends on the situation, obviously. So we've been talking and chatting for like a couple of months. He follows me on Instagram, he follows me on Facebook, and then we set up a meeting. I met him in Greenbelt again, in a coffee shop, or like in it's a coffee restaurant, coffee/restaurant. So we had a good bond. We're talking to each other in a nice way. There's a good conversation. And then he also told me that after that date, he will have a movie date with someone else. So it turns me off again. I said, I understand. I mean, if you're single, definitely you have the right to go on a different dates. But for me, it's I'm not a type of person who will chase. And if you want to be with me, give me the attention, give me the time, and I will do the same. I'll give you my attention, I'll give you my time, I will invest those for you. And at the same time, I will expect you to do the same for me. So I didn't date him furthermore after that date. But still, since we follow each other in Instagram and in Facebook way back then, every now and then he's messaging me. Every time he see my gym stories and this and that, he will message me. And there was a time na he was in Shangri-La, Makati, and then he told me, "Oh, why don't we work out together?" Because he is also into fitness, and he, to be fair, he got a nice body for his age because he's very athletic. And then he said, "Why don't you just go to the gym with me here in Shangri-La? They have a nice gym, and then after that we can go to the pool." And then I said, "No, I'm okay. I can go to the gym on my own." And then he said, "Oh, we can go to the pool after working out. Are you sure you don't want to be with me? I'm not gonna do anything bad at all," he said. "Yeah, sure. I'm sure you're not gonna do anything bad at all. Because it's gonna be good for you, but it may not be good for me." Diba? So he said, "Are you sure you don't want to go with me? I'll buy you a good bikini." So he was just trying to brag me with the material stuff. "I can buy you a good bikini that you can wear sa pool, or I can buy you a new gym clothes if you want to. Do you want an iPhone? We can just stay here in our room. We can bond together. I can buy you an iPhone, this and that." So he was just trying to brag me with the sorry for the word, but with the material things. And it puts me off, so I stopped communicating with him and I blocked him on Instagram and Facebook. And then, after that, I met, lockdowns happen. So, during the lockdown, it's not a Filipino Cupid. I started signing up in a Date Asia ba yun? Was it a Date Asia or Dating Asia? So I started chatting with this American guy who was in a, I can't remember if it's an army or whatsoever, but he was in the service. And then something happened. It's lockdown, so he's just at home for a couple of weeks or months. So we had a good connection, and there's no nudity, there's no sexual involvement. It's just really basically a good communication. And then he asked me, "If you will be my girlfriend, my partner, or my wife," he said, "are you willing to work if we are already together?" And then I said, "Sure, there's nothing wrong with that. If you want me to work, I'll definitely would love to work." Because I've been I'm not used of not doing anything at all way back then. So at the back of my head, I'm really settled to work if I need to. And then there are some red flags already that I'm seeing from him. Because number one, it was like he was not as physical, what do you call this? He's not physically active compared to my lifestyle. I like going to the gym after work. He's not like that. He will just sit in front of the TV or in front of his computer doing the online games. Like I've mentioned to you a while ago, online games is not my cup of tea. It's not for me. If you are into that, I'm not gonna settle with it. Because I like outdoor activities more than online games. So we're not gonna jive. I won't be able to relate with what you want. And then one red flag I remember, because he came from Japan way back then, and he likes Japanese food. He also liked Japanese rice. So he was like, we were on the video call, and then he was cleaning his kitchen, and then he showed me his dirty rice cooker with a Japanese rice. And that Japanese rice in that rice cooker is like months old. Like, it's a red flag for me. It's basically just saying that he really needs a wife in the house to help him sort the entire house. But I still continue to communicate with him. It's because it's just, in my opinion, that is just a very little minor red flag that can be workable, right? Because it's a woman's job. It's understandable if he really can't do it. Then lockdown has been lifted. Of course, I've been in our house for the past 2 months, and little by little the lockdown has been lifted. I went back to work and I started to do my normal lifestyle. Way back then, I go out with friends every weekend, not bar hopping at all. It's just basically going to the restaurants in BGC or having a coffee in BGC with my friends. And then I also had my hair done or had my nails done, and then he told me, I think you are too much for me as a wife. If you're gonna be my partner, that's gonna be too much for me. And it hits me. I was thinking, is there something wrong with me? Is that a mistake? Am I really too much as a person? So I accept the fact that we cannot be together because we are on a different perspectives in life. Maybe he wants a partner who will just be at home, do the work, be submissive, and don't do anything for herself. Maybe that's what he wants. I don't know. But anyway, so he blocked me on... yes, he's the one who blocked me. And I stopped communication with him. And then after that scenario, that actually hits me. Because I'm the type of person na I am open with the things that I can improve for myself. I believe that there will always be a room for improvement for everybody or for anyone in everything. So I stopped communicating with anyone. I didn't do online dating at all. And then I was like meditating. What do I really want in life? I remember that scenario exactly. You know what, guys? Why? Kasi that time nasa treadmill ako eh. I was on a treadmill. And then kasi yung treadmill namin sa Las Piñas, the treadmill in our house in Las Piñas, it's in front of the grotto. It's in front of the altar of Mama Mary. So I was running on the treadmill, and then I'm looking in Mama Mary altar, and I was thinking, what is my purpose in life? What do I really want? I have a nice job. I have a money to support my own self. But then, I'm alone. Yes, I have my cousins, I have my brothers, I have my aunt, my uncle, that's my family. But everybody do have their own life. My brothers have their own partner. My cousins have their own partner. And I'm the only one who was single way back then. I'm not pressured because I've been single for a couple of years. I'm not pressured because, as I mentioned, I am enjoying the freedom of traveling and spending my quality time on my own with friends and everything. So I was just thinking, because after the lockdown, it hits me and I'm thinking, what is my purpose in life? What do I really want in life? Do I just want to build a career and go home on my own? Cook for myself, do my dinner on my own and everything? Because at the end of the day, all my friends started to get married and everything. All my friends that I hung out with started to have their own kids. So ako, I'm not pressured, but I'm also thinking at the same time. So I come up with a what do you call this? I ended up thinking na, okay, I'm not gonna change myself. If someone finds me too much, then that's not the right person for me. I'm not gonna change myself because I'm too much. If I will change myself, it's because I need to improve myself, to be a better person, to be a loving person. If I need to let my guard down a little bit, I'm willing to do that as long as I'll be able to get the genuine love that I'm looking for. Filbert is here again. So, after that couple of weeks of meditating what I really want, alam nyo guys, all of a sudden ang tagal ko sa the online dating, and then I stopped doing the online dating. Wala kasi akong, I don't really have the app for that Filipino Cupid that I'm really using. Wala akong app. So, nakasubscribe ako sa website. Every time that I need to pull up the website, I will go through my email first and check the emails from the website. Do you get what I mean? So I don't really have a notification from the app. So I was scrolling and then I saw this message from an Englishman. I can't remember what was your user. Oh, he's asleep. I can't remember what was his username. I think it was John. He used the name John, not even his real name. Because I don't also use my real name in an online dating. I use Love. Love Kelly is my name on that dating app way back then. So all of a sudden, after all those meditation, my partner now messaged me. Hi, you look nice. If you fancy a text, send me a text. That's basically his message. And you know my reply? Just text. Text. Because I'm not the chaser. I am not the type of person who will chase the guy. Na, oh, you look nice. Thank you for messaging me, this and that. No. I was so guarded. But I learned how to let my guard down. And that's gonna be the future topic. For now, that's it, guys. I will be discussing, or I will be sharing to you my love story with my partner now in the next video. Thank you so much for listening to my dating journey, and cheers. I'm actually having this Pinot Noir. I don't know if I pronounce it correctly, but this is the last glass. We've finished the one bottle already. It's currently Sunday today. And quality time lang namin a while ago. I cooked for our dinner, and then now he's resting a little bit, and then later we're gonna have our movie marathon. So that's actually our weekend activity. Pag hindi kami nagde-date outside, I cook for him, and then we do the movie marathon while having a wine. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like it, please like and subscribe. If you don't, thank you for watching still. Again, this is just Kelly. Good night.